Hello there, my name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another episode in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos because I wanted to provide people with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits available to them under that law. Today I want to talk to you about a specific part of your workers' compensation case, and that's settlement. And specifically, I want to talk to you about whether surgery will increase your workers' compensation settlement. Before answering that question, we first need to talk about what a settlement is. Now, I've done other videos on this topic, and you can certainly look at the other videos in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series to find out more about that. I'm briefly going to cover it here. Settlement is basically an agreement to accept a certain amount of money and in exchange to give up your future workers' compensation rights. Basically, you're selling your workers' compensation case to the insurance company. So instead of it staying open and you receiving benefits over time for your medical treatment and your lost wages, you receive a certain lump sum amount of money and your workers' compensation case ends. Settlement's completely voluntary. It's not anything that you ever have to do. The insurance company can't force you to settle. But most workers' compensation cases do settle at some point. Now, let's answer the question I posed at the beginning of the video, and that's whether having surgery will increase the value of your workers' compensation settlement. Maybe, but it's going to depend on a number of factors. What insurance companies are really looking at when they decide what to offer you to settle your case is what your workers' compensation case is going to cost them in the future. The reason they're looking at that is because the other option that the insurance company has as opposed to settling your case is just leaving it open and paying you as you go. So they're going to look at what it's going to cost them to do that in determining what they're going to be willing to pay to settle your case. So how does having surgery affect that? Well, sometimes having surgery increases what the insurance companies will have to pay in the future on your workers' compensation case. Other times, surgery decreases what your case is going to cost the workers' compensation insurance company in the future. If you get better, you're able to go back to work, you don't need any more medical treatment, then the insurance company is going to spend less on your case going forward. As a result of that, having surgery could decrease what the insurance company pays in settlement. Now, it's just hard to determine that before you actually have the surgery. But if you're thinking about this question, really what you need to decide is whether you are going to move forward with the surgery before settling your case, or whether you're going to wait till after you settle your case, after you have surgery and recover from it in order to settle your case. And there's a number of factors that kind of go into this question. One is whether you're happy with the current workers' compensation doctor that you're treating with, and whether you want to have surgery with that doctor or another doctor. Another factor is, do you want to have the surgery at all? I do have some clients who tell me, well, Jason, I don't want to have the surgery that the doctor's recommending. I'm not going to have it done, and that's a factor that can weigh in as to whether it makes sense to settle or not. Another factor is whether you need the surgery now or whether you can put it off till later. These are all things that you need to be thinking about. And if you're thinking about these things, what I would really recommend is that you talk to a workers' compensation attorney before you make a decision about this. And the reason why is one of the most important things to understand about settlement is it's final. If you settle your case and that settlement's approved by the Georgia State Board of Workers' Compensation, you can't go back and change that later. So I think it's important to talk to an attorney and ask questions and get some advice before making a final decision about settling or going ahead and having the surgery. Hope you found this information helpful. If you have, please let me know that. The best way you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. As I mentioned, if you do have questions about settlement or any other issue in your Georgia workers' compensation case, I'd encourage you to reach out to me and schedule a free consultation. There's two easy ways that you can set that up. The first is by calling the phone number on the bottom of the screen, or the other is by visiting our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today, and I want to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.